Hey guys, welcome to this quick training. And obviously, as part of the community, I'm going to share you this really neat hack. And if you're not doing it already, I feel like you're not leveraging the full power of what is in store for you. So, in business, yeah, the best thing is that you give something that is of value that will lead people to want to buy your service. And the reason is because trust is currency. If they don't know you, if no one knows who you are, if no one is like thinking that you're a good person, if no one wants to buy into you as your personal brand and the person that's behind the business, no one wants to do business with you. So this is a quick and easy way to really get people to trust you a lot more because you're giving something of value. You're giving something for free and it doesn't cost you that much as well. So I'm going to share my screen and I'll just go through this really quick document with you all. So in a sense, this is a lead magnet in itself. In the last 2 weeks, I've gained over 1,000 followers on LinkedIn using this method. And you might think, oh, like, what's the point of me creating lead magnets if no one wants it or anything like that? But it gives you an in. If you're giving something to someone in nature or by nature, people are meant to like they feel indebted to. They feel like they have to give you something back. It's reciprocity, right? So the psychology behind lead magnets is that they work fast, right? You're giving something of value for that quick attention, right? And obviously, attention is very expensive in marketing. People are paying like 50, $60 a lead on paid advertising to get someone to buy their stuff. And instead of us chasing leads, it's a great magnet. And that's why it's called lead magnet. You're attracting the right person from the right audience or from your audience to help them with a painful problem, right? And you want to be able to get them that quick win so they trust you. And from that quick win, they're more likely to buy, right? And what I highly suggest when, especially when you're building out an online offer, is that when you have a lead magnet, you tell them what it is. You've got a problem, right? This is what it is. I can give you a quick step on how to to maximize that. My paid offer is something that we help you implement. Like I do it with you or I do it for you. And you don't have to think about anything because most business owners, they don't have time, right? They're managing marketing, they're managing sales, they're managing all these different things, right? And you want to take that time away from them because they don't have that same amount of time. So if you can solve that for someone, right, that becomes your paid offer. So a lead magnet is that first step in that value ladder. And we covered the value ladder before. So you might have something for free, then you might have something that is done do it yourself, that might have something done with you, and then now you have something that's done for you, which is your main service, which is what you're selling. So the psychology is don't chase, attract, get people quick win. In the $1 of cost of you spending time to create a lead magnet, it's $100 worth of value, right? And every piece of content should knock over the next domino. So a lead magnet will naturally lead people to your paid offers. Okay, so that's the psychology behind all of it. So we'll go through the top 10 lead magnets, right? So the first one is so the first one is so we'll go through the top 10 lead magnets. So you can either host it on Go High Level, email, Gumroad, Google Docs, right? So the first one is a checklist. The checklist is real easy. You're having certain checklists. Maybe it's a marketing checklist. Maybe it's an audit. It could be something that can help you with, I don't know, purchasing real estate, health, anything, right? So they're fast in the sense that when you tick off these checklist tick boxes, right, it gives you more awareness of what problem you actually have. So a great one is that you 7 step Facebook ad checklist before you launch your ad, right? That will help you look at certain things you're not aware of in regards to Facebook ads. You can then go, okay, I know that with the Facebook ad that I'm running, I'm not having this. Might be maybe my creative's really crap. Or, with real estate, I have to make sure that I read the the Tenancy Act, or make sure I go and do the lease agreement, or I have to make sure that every year I go and do that routine inspection and have a look at my document rather than leaving it by itself, right? Those sorts of checklists will help you really gain that awareness and that quick win, because once you've realized, oh, you don't know what you don't know, and you do it, that gives you something that you can be like, oh, okay, that gives me that extra step. And then if you're a marketing agency and you have ads and you're running ads for people, this will give you a quick win because it gives them an opportunity to launch. And there might be the awareness of, oh, I'm actually quite busy, I want to work with more with my clients, I don't have time to do ads, maybe I'll get these guys to do the ads for me. So first one, checklist, right? Simple, easy, very easy to make. You can host it on a CRM like Go High Level. You can do email, you can do Gumroad, which is what I'm currently doing, and Google Docs, which is what I'm currently doing as well. So the next one is a free template. So templates that save time and can help you with a lot of productivity as well. So like for example, content templates. If you're a designer, website templates or website funnel templates, anything to do with growth plans for business consultants, anything to do with that regard, it will help you, right? So any plug and play client onboarding email templates will help you, give you that shortcut, or it feels like that shortcut, and it also will save you time. The next one is a mini course. So I do a lot of micro and mini courses. So I've done one for prompt engineering, I've done one for sales, I've done one for marketing, and it just builds that deep trust because attention span is very short these days. So you're probably spending, I don't know, like 15 seconds for each video. So you just go through, scroll, 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 scroll. You probably spend like 3 hours scrolling, right? On shit you don't actually want to watch, right? And it just comes to you because the algorithm's picking up that, oh, you're watching this. All right, it's coming up with cat video, cool, cat video. So with a mini course, you're not giving people a lengthy ass video that is talking about like the 10 steps to build your business to $1 million, right? You're giving people short snippets of that video. So for example, if it's like a 10-minute video, if it's a 15-minute video, but you're giving people quick and actionable steps within that video series or that mini course, so that they can build that trust. They can feel your energy and be like, oh, okay, I like this guy or I like this girl. I really want to do business with them, but I'm not too sure because they're not, on content, or they're not sharing stuff on social media, right? And there's always two types of people. There's one person who's like super private, doesn't post anything organically, making a ton of money. And then there's the other one that's doing a lot of organic, and they're making a lot of money there as well. So really choose what suits your personality. And if you're doing a video series, you can obviously tailor it in a way where you're doing a YouTube video that ties in with your offer. Then you do a video series. You give that as a lead magnet. Then people start watching more of your content because they trust you a lot more. And they like watching how you speak, how you do things. Maybe you're in action. Maybe you're going out on the weekend. But just treat yourself like a Netflix series, right? If you treat yourself like a Netflix series, people are more invested in what you want to do. Obviously, there are certain parts of your life you don't want to share. Like for me, I don't like to share a lot with my personal life. I like to share more about the business stuff. Reason why is because I want to showcase to people that I'm like that, right? So third one, video series. The fourth one, quizzes, assessments. So you can use this tool called Score App. It's highly engaging, it's personalized, and it's also fun as well. So things like health, beauty, finance, and that can give you a way where you get to gauge on certain problems that people have. So, for example, if in education, right? So we'll take education for example. If you are a teacher or a tutor and you're writing a quiz for your ideal client, it could be that they don't know what school to put their kids in, right? Or they don't know what to learn, or the best format to learn. Maybe it's video, maybe it's PDFs, maybe it's quizzes themselves. But you can use the quizzes and assessments to be a great lead magnet so that you can grab that information to tailor your offers or to make your products even better, right? So that's the fourth one, quizzes and assessments. So an example there, what kind of marketing funnel suits your business? Fifth one, free trials and demos. So why it works, it gives them a try. So it's like going to the store, right? You go to those samplers at like Costco or Woolies or any supermarket, right? You try cheese or you try dessert or you try that piece of food, right? It works because you're giving them a sample of what your product is. So it's great for SaaS, great for memberships, it's great for software tools. So like for example, for me, I do a lot of free trials or like consultations in it's a free consultation. And in that free consultation, we get to see how well we work. And if it works, great. We continue and here are my services. If it doesn't work, all good. Here's some free resources. Come back to me when you're ready. Right. So it's the same thing. So you can create one for yourself, right? So any free trials or demos, think smart about it. It might be 7 day free trial. Gyms do it a lot where they get you in through the memberships. And in the membership, you might do a 3 day, 7 day free trial, and you'll sign up to their lengthy courses. Not just courses, but like your membership. So like maybe your 18 months or 24-month memberships. So that's number five. Number six, PDFs, guides, ebooks. I don't personally like ebooks. Reason why is because you have to spend a lot of time to create the ebooks. However, with AI these days, you can create ebooks in minutes, really. So I would say with ebooks, you want to be able to give as much value and make it as informative as possible so that people can be like, oh, I really like what this person is talking about. I want to know more, right? You want to make it curious. And same with PDF guides. I'm sharing a lot of prompts and full prompts and playbooks with a lot of individuals that wanting to get into AI. And reason why is because I know if they like my PDF guides and they like all of that, then they're going to definitely want to buy the course or invest in my services. So PDF guides and ebooks are really great. Webinars and live trainings. So you probably see this a lot. I feel like with live trainings, it is quite lengthy. So firstly, when you create anything, so I do speaking a lot. And when you're creating a live training or webinar, you have to create the content first. And then based on the content, then you go and prepare, you got to rehearse, you got to make sure that people are going through that live training and webinar. So there's a lot of thinking involved. So it's time consuming. The ones that I put up front of this guide is actually the ones with the quick win. This is ones that are a little bit more lengthy. So if you are like myself and you like to teach people things, webinars are great in that sense because it creates urgency, it creates rapport in real time. You can get a whole bunch of people coming and you can do like a live masterclass. Well, this is great with high ticket offers. So anything that you're selling for 4 figures and up, anything with coaching, anything B2B service as well is really good. I know people are doing courses and webinars where you basically have an event and that live training, they come in and then they will upsell their services. And if they want to work with them even more, then they upsell even more. So it's a really good way to get people through that funnel of yours. And once they've come into the webinar and live training, you can then use their emails as marketing material to market to them on a regular basis. So that's number seven. Number eight, I do this a lot. So free strategy call or audit. For those that are very time poor, I would say this is something that you shouldn't do. Reason why is because at the end of the day, it costs you 15 minutes of your time or 30 minutes of your time, and you're just going through each person's different scenario. I would say if you really want to build that rapport and you do have time, do it. But if you want to do something a little bit more grand scale in the future, a live training will be great because you're getting like, let's say 50 people, 100 people in that one session, and then you're giving them each, individual time. And if they want to book, right, or if they want the services, you just tell them, hey, this is my services, right? If you want to do something where, let's say you're just starting out, free audit or strategy call is really great. But again, you just have to look at how much time you have in the day for these people, right? So if you've got that system all laid out where here's the product, here's what we'll do, and you have a team behind you, this is a great way, right? Because you're giving your time, and 50 minutes of your time is real precious. Okay. So that's number eight. Really good to convert warm leads and serious buyers. Great for agencies, freelancers, and consultants. The next one is a swipe file or resource list. So, for example, on my newsletter, I have a 700 toolkit, right? 700 AI toolkit, which, in that list, it's got 700 AI tools. It just builds that rapport because, hey, I've got a whole bunch of tools. You can leverage all these tools, and this is what the categories are. Go for it. Swipe files. So, I had a speaking course, a very small course, and in that you had swipe files on how to get speaking gigs. If you create these sorts of resources, it's a quick win because they can just grab it and be like, hey, I'm just going to copy paste. I'm going to do it for myself. Obviously, with ChatGPT now, you can tailor it for your own content and leverage that. So why it works, it feels like insider secrets. Like, hey, I'm giving you my personal swipe file to help you get that speaking gig, or I'm giving you that personal swipe file to help you generate leads for your business. Or here's a resource list with the top 25 AI tools you should be using in 2025. Like it feels special, right? So that's number nine. The last one here, if you have a SaaS, an online store, or you have a product release, discount codes and coupons are really great. And I would say that this allows you to get your first orders out there. So let's say you're giving a discount for 15%. They're really great in the sense that you can get people in the door real quickly. They can buy your stuff. And if they've got a code and you've got a code and you want to share that around, you can share that around as well. So those are the 10 different ways to create lead magnets that actually work. I feel as though in this space, you need to really think outside the box with these lead magnets. You want to be able to get people that quick win. But at the same time, like just realizing like you have so much wisdom, you have a knowledge of wisdom. And if you can tie in audience and exposure and getting a lot of leads coming in, and then you give them the wisdom and the expertise, and then now either they don't have time to execute or they want you to execute for them, or let's say that they want to execute, but they want to just keep being in that network, and you're just giving, you're going to get a lot of people coming in regards to traffic. And that's how I've grown my own personal brand from I was stuck on a certain amount of followers for a while because I didn't have the right audience. And now I've grown 20, 30K followers based on the fact that I've just really nailed down this part of the business and just getting traffic. Right now, it's the next stage is just getting the traffic and getting more people wanting more of my stuff. So that's just a really quick video. Wanted to just share you that, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Hope this helps with building your communities, building your offers, getting people through the door, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.